Right now at 6, authorities in Newton County, Missouri investigate a shooting incident which left 2 people dead.
And we've got some isolated thunderstorms out there this morning, and we have more chances as we head through today and into the evening hours. We'll take a look at that forecast, get you out the door coming up.
Plus, the city of Fort Scott has some questions concerning the future of the baseball team and league.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News. It's 6 a.m. I'm Elise Noe.
And I'm Chris Warner. So we had a severe thunderstorm warning earlier this morning in McDonald County. Briefly, some very large hail out there, 1-2 inch in diameter. Thankfully, it is weekend. No severe thunderstorms in our area at this moment, but we do have an opportunity for some additional strong storms out there. This is Skywatch Storm Tracker, and you can see where we've got those thunderstorms. That one in Newton County, again, not severe, but it's actually, believe it or not, beginning to try and turn a little northerly. So it's now just to the west of Neosho, rain in Neosho. It's kind of eased up a bit. There's quite a bit of lightning with it about 20 minutes ago, but it is starting to take a more northeasterly turn and maybe even a little northerly. This activity rolling out, seeing a new cell flaring up just to the southwest of Stockton. Nothing impressive at this time, but a lot of this was not impressive when it first started. And that severe thunderstorm from McDonald County turned almost due east and is now rolling through southern Berry County. And if you watch this one in Newton County, you'd see it starting to curve a little further to the north. So it may end up entering into Joplin here in the next 20 minutes or so. But again, not severe at this point. But it is a possibility for some strong storms as we head through the afternoon. Quick look down the road. Again, today, not like yesterday. You're going to see much more isolated to widely scattered thunderstorm activity out there as we head through the afternoon and into the early evening hours. If we do see some thunderstorms like this morning, some of them could be strong to low-grade severe. It won't be until we head into the overnight hours that we're going to see thunderstorm chances increase, and that's when our better opportunity for stronger storms will be. We do have a low threat for tornadoes across parts of southeastern Kansas. This is a very limited risk at this point. And then we're also keeping an eye on that low risk for wind and hail across the entire area, and hail is what we saw this morning with that cell in McDonald County. Temperatures this morning were in the mid to upper 60s with a couple of low 60s out there and even 70 in Stockton right now. As we go through the rest of the day, again, isolated to widely scattered thunderstorms. They'll increase by late evening into the overnight hours. And we're looking at highs similar to yesterday, upper 70s into the low 80s. We'll have a more detailed look at your forecast and break down those thunderstorm chances for you and tell you when it's going to dry out here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. We'll leave an update on the Miami, Oklahoma travel agent who had been accused by former clients of defrauding them. Diane Whifford's company is now facing an eviction. Whifford had been jailed since her arrest last week on charges that she wrote bad checks years ago. We have no word yet on whether she's been charged in the fraud investigation. We've talked with a number of people who claimed they paid her thousands of dollars for vacation arrangements that were never made. Now an affidavit has been filed to evict Whifford's company, Whifford Tour and Travel, from 103 East Central Avenue in Miami. Authorities in Newton County are investigating a weekend murder-suicide. They say 62-year-old William Clanton called police Saturday night to report that he had shot his wife several times, and he threatened to shoot himself. When authorities arrived, they found 65-year-old Vicki Clanton dead by gunshot wounds and her husband dead by a single gunshot. A 2-year-old boy is hospitalized following a golf cart crash in Golden, Missouri. The Missouri Highway Patrol says the child was driving the golf cart on private property and crashed into a boulder. The child was taken to Cox Medical Center south in Springfield by Life Flight helicopter. At last report, he was in serious condition. To be the first to see breaking news, weather, and sports, download the KOAM News app. It's available free of charge in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Just search for the KOAM News app. The city of Fort Scott is requesting information regarding a recently announced baseball team called the Fort Scott Marshals. KOAM's Samantha Walker takes a deeper look into the proposed team and its league.
A recent press release announced the creation of the Fort Scott Marshals, a new team to play in the new Central Plains Baseball League. But in a statement, city officials say they were not aware of the announcement and have not signed on for the league. A man who says he's on the board for the Central Plains Baseball League says they are just trying to get word out early about the organization.
We want to make sure we have sponsorships lined up, and, we want to make sure that we have everything that we need to play a season.
When you search for these teams, it's hard to find any trace of them existing online, but you can find other teams in different leagues across the country that share very similar names and logos. The Fort Scott Marshals appear a lot like the Fort Smith Marshals, and the Burlington, Kansas River Monsters are very similar to the Burlington, Vermont Lake Monsters. And the Ozark Mountain Ducks is a real team. The only issue is they haven't played a game since 2004. And when you search for the Central Plains Baseball League, the only result is a high school league in Kansas. It seems that the only place the league and its teams exist is on a singular Facebook page.
We're working on our website and getting built, and we're working on the team sites to get built, and we're working on getting social media up going for the team. So it's taking a process. It's taking a process, like people say, Rome wasn't built in a day, and a league's not going to be built in one day. So
the city of Fort Scott says in a statement that anyone approached by a representative from the Central Plains Baseball League about sponsoring a team is encouraged to contact the Fort Scott city manager. The city manager says that while they hope to have a summer league, they want to make sure it is a legit league and a good fit for the city. Reporting in Fort Scott, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
According to the representative with the league, teams would play 58 games over the summer season. He says the first games will be in May 2025. And that's a look at this morning's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes. Coming up on the KOAM Morning News. A new Utah lawsuit claims a new TikTok feature puts children at risk. Plus, opening statements begin today in the federal trial of Hunter Biden on firearm charges. And Chris Warner returns with another look at your Tuesday forecast. You're watching the KOAM Morning News. We'll be right back. Topping Nation Watch this morning, a new Utah lawsuit claims a TikTok feature puts children at risk. TikTok Live allows users to post live videos to the platform where they can interact with viewers and respond to comments in real time. Only users over the age of 18 can host a live stream, and you must meet a certain follower count. But a lawsuit filed by Utah's Attorney General alleges TikTok Live operates like a, quote, virtual strip club, where children may be encouraged by adults to engage in illicit acts on camera in exchange for payments from other users. It claims TikTok has insufficient age verification and enforcement measures to ensure the app is being used safely. The lawsuit also alleges TikTok is aware of the misuse of its live feature, but has failed to take adequate steps to address the issue. A suspected Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann is expected to be indicted on a new murder charge later this week. Officials from the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office say they've been working through necessary investigative steps, and Thursday's indictment will be the result of that investigation. The expected new murder charge comes after investigators searched an area of Long Island where the remains of 2 alleged victims were found more than 2 decades ago. Heuermann's home was also searched recently. Opening statements begin today in the federal trial of Hunter Biden on firearm charges. Hunter Biden is the first child of a sitting U.S. president to face a criminal trial. Yesterday, a federal judge sat a jury of 6 men and 6 women. 4 other women were also chosen as alternates. CBS News' Jared Hill has more from New York.
This morning from a Delaware courtroom, opening statements in a federal firearms case against the president's son, Hunter Biden.
It is not often, if ever in American history, that you have the son of a sitting president of the United States being charged with 3 federal felonies and standing trial.
Hunter Biden has pleaded not guilty to charges that he illegally bought and owned a handgun while addicted to or using drugs, and to making false statements by not acknowledging his drug use on a federal form when he made the purchase back in 2018. A plea deal that would have averted the trial fell apart at the last minute last year.
I've made mistakes in my life.
Prosecutors are expected to use Hunter Biden's own words from his memoir, detailing his history with drugs, as evidence, as well as text messages and images from his laptop. Expected witnesses include Biden's past romantic partners, ex-wife Kathleen Buell, and Hallie Biden, widow of Hunter's brother Beau.
This is going to be an exquisitively painful ordeal for Hunter Biden.
First Lady Jill Biden spent her 73rd birthday yesterday in court with Hunter during jury selection. President Biden released a statement saying, in part, "Jill and I are going to continue to be there for Hunter and our family with love and support." If convicted, Hunter Biden could face up to 25 years in prison. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The first prosecution witness in the Delaware case is expected to be an FBI agent who will describe Hunter Biden's text messages. Hunter Biden also faces federal tax-related charges, including 3 felony counts in a separate case that's set to go to trial this September in California. He has pleaded not guilty in that case as well. And that's a look at some of today's top national stories. Here's Chris with a look at your forecast.
Yeah, we've got some isolated thunderstorms out there this morning. The Skywatch Storm Tracker showing where we had that severe thunderstorm that rolled through McDonald County. It is no longer severe, but rolling through southern Barry. And we've got a thunderstorm in Newton County. Was moving east-northeast. It's starting to turn a little more northerly, but may just miss Joplin to the east. And you can see where these storms have kind of flared up here in the last several minutes across the area, or in the last couple of hours across the area. And we're expecting more thunderstorms as we head through the afternoon hours. Quick look outside from our camera 7th and range line. Very cloudy out there this morning. And we'll have more on your forecast and those thunderstorm chances and the possibility of some more strong storms here in just a few more minutes.
Well, Connecticut now has an official state candy, but it took a lot of hard work. Yesterday, Governor Ned Lamont met with Fairfield students to celebrate the passage of that sweet legislation. Angelica Torono reports.
You said, all right, here's a challenge. We're going to get this over the finish line. And you know what? You did.
It was 4 years ago when Jacqueline Glick and her classmates learned a fun fact in 3rd grade.
For those of you who haven't heard, the lollipop was invented in Connecticut in 1908 by George Smith.
Miss Joan Robb was teaching them how a bill becomes a law.
And the idea that it all begins with an idea.
A class of 3rd graders rolled their sleeves up to make their idea, the Lollipop Connecticut's state candy, law. When you first started this, did you think it would take 4 years?
No, I thought it would take no more than a year.
They soon realized the passion you need to feel about the cause and the hard work it truly takes.
I told them you're going to have to do some of the legwork on your own, but if you do, we'll run with it here. And that's exactly what happened.
The class wrote letters to their town and state elected officials. They testified virtually at the Capitol.
I wanted them to know that their voices mattered.
Every year they inched closer, but still no law.
I could not stop until I got this passed.
That was until this year. And all that hard work now means that any person in Connecticut can call lollipops their state candy.
Monday, June 3rd, 2024, as Dwight's celebration of lollipops as official state candy.
It's amazing. It was probably one of the best commitments I've ever made in my life.
An accomplishment these 6th graders will carry with them for a lifetime.
I feel like my voice has definitely been able to be heard, and that no matter how young you are, you can make a difference in the world.
Another sweet fact, Jacqueline not only made the bill possible, but she also has her own lollipop making business, which stemmed from pushing for this legislation. Now here's Chris with a quick look at your forecast.
Yeah, I've got a couple isolated thunderstorms out there. Could see more as we head into the afternoon and overnight. We'll have the latest on your forecast when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is coming up now on 621 on this Tuesday morning. We've had some thunderstorms out there. We're beginning to see a weakening trend with the activity across the area. So let's start down here. This was a severe thunderstorm back in McDonald County, and as you can see, not as impressive as it continues to push off to the east, down southeast of Cassville through southern Barry County. Then We had this little guy, and he was a little more impressive a while back as well. Quite a bit of lightning with him, and he's died out as well. He's slowly drifting off to the north and east. And then we've had some thunderstorms up in our northeastern counties. Those have moved on. We've had a few showers try to get going, but nothing significant out there. But take a look at that storm, how quickly it flared up, turned east, and then died. And this one flared up pretty quickly as well, and began to turn north, but it is also beginning to die. However, we still have that possibility for some strong to low-grade severe thunderstorms. That comes with a low, limited tornado risk across parts of southeastern Kansas and a low hail risk and wind risk across the entire area as we head through the afternoon and especially into this evening in the overnight hours. So as we go into this afternoon, again, some isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to be possible, but I think a good portion of us will be dry, and what we see will be limited, but we could see a stray strong or low-grade severe thunderstorm. After 8, that's when we're going to see thunderstorms start to tick back up across southeastern Kansas, and this is when our better window of strong to low-grade severe thunderstorms will be, is late tonight into the overnight and toward tomorrow morning. By about 5 a.m., as you can see, we've got a few lingering showers. Those will quickly clear out. And as we head into the afternoon Wednesday, we're going to dry out. And Wednesday kicks off about a 3 or 4 day stretch of some pretty decent weather. Cloudy skies in Joplin now. You can see the thunderstorms again. This is really all that they've managed to generate this far north. 67, south breeze at 7. Temperatures, again, a mild start, a little cooler than yesterday, but not bad. 50, mid to upper 60s across the area. We were at 70 in Stockton, but you've come down a degree. And as we go through the morning, again, isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, and we'll be about 73 by 11 o'clock this morning. Heading into the afternoon, some scattered thunderstorms out there. Again, an isolated, strong, maybe low-grade severe thunderstorm will be possible, and we'll make similar to yesterday, upper 70s and low 80s. Heading into the evening, again, a few isolated storms, and then after 8, thunderstorm coverage will begin to increase, and that'll be our better window for strong to low-grade severe thunderstorms, and we'll fall back into the upper 60s. Looking ahead, not bad, mid-80s tomorrow once we dry out, mid to upper 80s Thursday and Friday, also dry on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, and we got more thunderstorm chances rolling in Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and we should dry out next Wednesday and Thursday as well. That's a check of your forecast. We're going to send it over to Elise now with Health Watch.
Thanks, Chris. Well, a new study finds people of color were disproportionately dropped from Medicaid. Researchers from Oregon Health and Science University found Black and Hispanic people were twice as likely as white people to lose coverage because of process-related issues like paperwork. They're calling for improvements in processes to reduce disparities. Research presented at the Endocrine Society's annual meeting shows some women who experience menopause before age 40 have a 2 times greater risk for breast cancer. Their risk increased almost 4-fold for ovarian cancer. Doctors at the University of Utah Health also found relatives of those women had increased cases of breast, colon, and prostate cancers. Authors of a new study in JAMA Pediatrics suggest doctors monitor children who are overweight or obese for increased depression problems. Researchers found an association between adolescent weight gain and lower cognitive performance and mental health. Higher body mass index was also associated with more depression over time. A 4-year-old boy who has been battling leukemia for 2 years has given the gift of a trip to Disney as a surprise, a gift that brought his parents to tears. Skylar Sabansky meets Bryson and his mom and dad.
Meet Bryson Pierpoint, a resilient 4-year-old who enjoys playing with his friends, dinosaurs, and sea creatures. He likes to play with sharks. He's really interested in sharks and sea creatures right now. But at the age of 2, Bryson's journey took an unexpected turn when Brian and Kristen Pierpoint found out their son was diagnosed with leukemia. Their lives revolved around hospital visits and treatments.
So he's been through a lot in the last 2.5 years.
So 807 days total.
But on July 9th, Bryson will be going to Morgantown to finally ring the bell.
He's been in treatment for 2 years, and he actually finishes up treatment in 4 weeks from yesterday. So June 28th, he finished up treatment.
And on Saturday, a special surprise was granted by a Special Wish Foundation to Bryson and his parents. The Wish, a trip to Disney World, Universal, and SeaWorld.
Well, we would love, with the help of your sponsor and everyone here, would you like to go see Mickey?
We're really grateful to have this opportunity. He's missed out on a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of vacations and a lot of just time with other little kids.
As his wish was able to come true, Bryson wants to say this to everyone.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for my wish.
Thank you for my wish.
And that's a look at some of today's top health stories. We'll be right back. Right now at 6:30, the Joplin City Council discusses a pair of development projects.
And we've got some isolated showers and thunderstorms this morning, a few more possible through the day. We'll have a look at that forecast to get you out the door coming up.
Plus, Joplin Public Schools hosted an in-person summer school enrollment session.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News. It's 6:29. I'm Elise Noe.
And I'm Chris Warner. So we had the one severe thunderstorm this morning in McDonald County. It flared up quickly. It's also died rather quickly.
Yeah.
And a couple of isolated showers out there. So we're doing all right this morning, aside from that one storm. But we do have more storm chances on the way as we head into the afternoon, evening, and especially the overnight hours. Here's a look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Not much in our immediate area now, but we take a look down to the south. So here is what's left of that severe thunderstorm from McDonald County as it continues to roll east out of Berry County eventually. Got a little shower north of Monette, and we've got this one north of Neosho. Also, it was considerably more impressive about an hour ago, and we were picking up quite a bit of lightning from our camera at 7th and Rangeline. Not so much now. Now to the southwest of Greenfield on 160, you can see this little shower going up. And that's the thing. So we've seen a couple of additional showers try to get going, but nothing's really flared up other than the activity we saw earlier this morning. So there's that storm. It goes severe, and now it's just about gone. This one never made it severe, but picked up some intensity, and now it's just about gone. The only thunderstorms holding their own are ones that developed earlier and rolled out of our area pretty quickly. We head into the afternoon. Some isolated to widely scattered thunderstorms are possible, and we do have that possibility of some strong to low-grade severe thunderstorms as we head through the afternoon and into the evening hours, but it won't be until overnight tonight that we'll see a better opportunity for more widespread thunderstorm activity. Now, as mentioned, though, we do have that risk for some strong to low-grade severe thunderstorms. So that comes with a limited tornado threat across parts of southeastern Kansas, and then we have that low wind and hail risk out there as well across the rest of the area. So we'll keep an eye on the storms through today and, of course, into the overnight hours tonight. Temperatures this morning, mid-upper 60s, so we're just that much cooler than where we were yesterday morning at this time. But otherwise, again, not a bad start. As we head through the day, again, isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. A strong to low-grade severe thunderstorm will be possible. And then later this evening, after about 8, is when we're going to see thunderstorm chances increase, and we'll see those thunderstorms increase in coverage as well. Highs today similar to yesterday, upper 70s and low 80s. We'll have a full look at your forecast, including those thunderstorm chances, here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, Chris, thanks. The Joplin City Council last night gave preliminary approval to a tax exemption agreement for new proposed Woodsonia development. Last night was the first reading for a tax agreement for the proposed Prospect Village. It's a $375 million mixed-use land development project near Home Depot. If built, it would be the largest project in Joplin since the opening of the North Park Mall in 1972. It would include both an indoor and outdoor sports complex, parkland, and a trail with water features, retail space, multifamily housing, hotels, and additional retail spaces. The TIF proposition would have to pass second and third readings to get final approval. Council members also heard a presentation from Vita Nova Village, and the nonprofit group hopes to acquire surplus property from the city in order to build a village of tiny homes for people in need in Joplin. For more details on the council meeting, you can go to our website at koamnewsnow.com. Joplin Schools is offering in-person assistance for families who want to enroll for the coming school year. The district is employing 2 secretaries who will help families handle registration from now through July 29th. You can find those secretaries in the main front door reception area at Joplin High School. You can get more details on our website. Of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. Ronald McDonald House Charities of the 4 states yesterday received a donation from local High-Speco employees. They gave just under $2,400, and it's the first of 4 checks that High-Speco plans to present throughout the year. Employees will also commit to volunteer service as well as their monetary contributions.
And Ronald McDonald's House is a great organization and really has an impact on the community, so we want to try to help support that. So it's been really beneficial, and a lot of the employees love giving back, and they're passionate about their communities and the organizations support the communities.
In last year's partnership with Ronald McDonald House of the 4 States, High-Speco gave more than $10,000 to the charity. Dinosaur Dimensions, an educational summer program, stopped into Webb City Public Library yesterday. The program allows the public to get educated about prehistoric creatures while seeing lifelike dinosaur animatronics in action. Workers say the library creates a perfect safe place for reading and for unleashing some dinosaurs.
Knowing that the library is an open space that they're safe at, and just have the enjoyment of reading and adventures, and just find the love of reading and just have stuff to enjoy.
The kids got to meet 4 dinosaurs as well as learning about some dino facts, and they got a few little jump scares along the way. And that's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. Spotify premium subscribers in the U.S. get ready for another price hike starting next month. And thunderstorms stick around. We'll have what to expect with Chris Warner in the Skywatch Weather Center. You're watching the KOAM Morning News. We'll be right back. And Consumer Watch this morning. Now that summer is underway, you may be thinking about booking a getaway, and it's not too late to score summer discounts. Jen Sullivan talks to a travel expert on ways you can save.
From beach vacations to exploring new cities, there are plenty of ways to save on summer trips this season. So, when is the best time to travel?
If you visit places in August, you're going to find better deals than if you visit them mid-summer.
Travel expert Emily Kaufman also recommends traveling during the week rather than the weekend to lock in lower rates on airlines and hotels. When booking a hotel, ask about discounts. She says many places offer discounted rates to military, first responders, and teachers. And don't forget about AAA or AARP memberships, which will get you a better deal as well. For families, look into renting a vacation home or condo. It may be cheaper than booking a few different hotel rooms to accommodate everyone. And traveling to off-season destinations can help stretch your budget.
Luxury resorts in Scottsdale, Arizona and Palm Springs, California that are usually 5-star prices can come down to 3-star prices during the summer.
Many cities offer special bundled rates to sightsee, so if you're visiting New York City, look into buying a Go City Pass.
You can save up to 50%, and these are international and domestic as well.
Kaufman also says if you're a member of Costco or Sam's Club, you may be able to book your trip through them and save.
They're buying travel in bulk, so they've negotiated special rates with airlines, hotels, cruises, and rental cars.
And finally, book your trip on a cashback rewards credit card to earn points. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
The pay gap between workers and executives continues to widen. According to an Associated Press commissioned study, CEO compensation jumped nearly 13% last year. It rose to an average of more than $16 million, which outpaces gains by workers post-pandemic. Worker pay only increased around 4% last year. The rising temperatures this summer are also expected to bring an increase in cooling cost. Projections from 2 energy groups say summer electric bills are expected to jump almost 8% in the U.S. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration outlook predicts this summer will bring more above average temperatures, with at least 20 states expected to experience out of the norm heat. And Spotify premium subscribers in the U.S. get ready for another price hike. Next month, the audio streaming service will charge an extra $1 for its ad-free tier, making it $11.99 per month. Duo customers, which allows 2 people to share the cost of a premium subscription, will go up $2 to $16.99. And the family plan will increase $3 to $19.99. The student plan will remain at $5.99 per month. If you're looking for a reason not to cook this evening, we've got one for you. Fast food restaurants are seeing a comeback of meal deals as a way to entice customers. Lee Waldman is in New York.
It's a battle for the ages. Chains like Wendy's, Burger King, KFC, and McDonald's are fighting to best one another in value menus to convince consumers to spend their hard-earned cash. Wendy's has a $5 menu and occasionally offers breakfast deals for just $3. Burger King is following suit with the return of its $5 Your Way meal, though it's not available just yet. Chicken chain KFC is touting its Taste of KFC deals as a, quote, value menu with real value, starting at $4.99. Meanwhile, the Golden Arches CEO wrote in a spring quarterly report, as consumers are more discriminating with every dollar that they spend, we will continue to earn their visits by delivering leading, reliable, everyday value. But why the sudden push? And can it work to inspire consumers to drive through?
Value is much more top of mind for that American consumer today than it has been in previous years. The American restaurant community has obviously stepped up those value offerings to meet the consumers that are tighter with their purse strings now.
The pressure for affordability comes as consumers balk at higher menu prices while pulling back spending after several years of high inflation.
Both labor costs and food costs for the industry have exponentiated over the past 4 years. So as a result of that, the baseline menu price for a lot of food and beverage items is higher.
I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
That's it for Consumer Watch. Here's Chris with another look at your forecast.
Yeah, take a quick look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Not much out there now in our immediate area. Those storms that we had really fizzled out. And you can see in the latest sweeps, they continue to die. We've got a shower now north of Neosho, getting ready to cross into Jasper County. This is all that's left of what was some severe thunderstorms back in McDonald County earlier this morning. And up to the north, again, this shower by Greenfield, it tried to get going. The best it's done is just some light rain out there. So again, so far, considerably better, but take a look at how quickly it all flared up and how quickly it all began to die out. However, we still have additional chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms through the morning, and as we head into the afternoon, some of those could be strong to low-grade severe, and then we'll watch for better chances of more organized shower and thunderstorm activity overnight tonight. Just a quick look, again, we have that low limited risk for a tornado in parts of southeast Kansas. That risk is relatively low, not zero. It's why it's highlighted, but not expecting a lot. And the same with hail and wind, just over the entire area. Low risk for both of those with some of those stronger storms. Temperatures this morning, not bad either. Again, mid-upper 60s, back to 70 in Stockton. So just a wee bit cooler than where we were at this time yesterday morning. Scattered thunderstorms throughout the day, and maybe even just isolated thunderstorms. Not everybody will see something as we head into the afternoon. But as we go after about 8 o'clock tonight, that's when chances for more organized, more widespread thunderstorms will begin to roll in. And we'll have more details on that in the full forecast here in just a moment. And we'll also celebrate birthdays and anniversaries after this break. But first, let's go see what's happening on CBS Mornings.
I'm Nate Burleson. Coming up on CBS Mornings, our exclusive interview with a Texas father who says he and his wife faced a nightmare after she found out the baby she was carrying had no heartbeat. And that forced them to go to multiple hospitals to try to get help from doctors. That is coming up on CBS Mornings.
Time for some Tuesday birthdays in the 4 states, and we're going to start in Weir with Kylie Barney celebrating birthday number 23. Happy birthday, Kylie.
And over in Galena, a happy 70th birthday to Sharon Tillman. It says, happy birthday, Mom.
And in Columbus, Patty Robinson celebrating another year wiser. Happy birthday, Patty.
And over in Chenouda, happy birthday to Wally Love. It says love Tina and Raymond.
And we've got Jaden and Gracie Baugh celebrating their 2nd anniversary over in Carthage. A very happy anniversary to the Baughs.
Also celebrating an anniversary over in Galena, Michael and Carol Clyburn are celebrating their 47th anniversary. It says here's to many more.
And Jordan Shattuck celebrating birthday number 18 says we love you very much and are so proud of you from Dad and Brother Riker.
And over in Iola, a happy 33rd anniversary to Mike and Julie Riebel. Says with love from the entire family and friends.
All right, and of course we love celebrating birthdays and anniversaries with folks. Elise, if folks want to celebrate with us, how do they do that?
You can go ahead and submit your birthdays and anniversaries to birthdays@KOAMnewsnow.com. Be sure to include any photos or messages that you so desire, and to, of course, meet the deadline that you see there at the bottom of your screen.
Absolutely, and again, as we remind you, it's just to ensure your birthday and or anniversary airs at the right time. You don't want it to air too early or too late, right? Absolutely. Let's start with a look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker again. So right now, really nothing out there. It is all fizzled out. Even just from a few minutes ago when we last took a look, we're barely seeing anything. These 2 showers are part of what was a severe thunderstorm that produced near 2-inch diameter hail just to the south of Pineville in McDonald County. And that is all that is left of it. We got a shower near Greenfield. It tried to get going. It produced some heavier rain, and it's kind of dying out. We have a new one going up just north of Mount Vernon. Not overly impressive, but some moderate rain just to the north of Mount Vernon, north of I-44. But take a look at the loop. So watch right here. There's that storm. It intensifies. It goes severe, and now it is that shower. Same with this one. Never went severe, but got pretty good. Had some really good lightning from our camera at 7th and Rangeline. There was a lot of electrical activity with this storm. And then it just kind of died out as well. However, additional shower and thunderstorm development is still expected as we head in the afternoon and evening. And again, we have a low-end risk for an isolated tornado possibly into southeastern Kansas. Not expecting much in the way of that. In fact, we're not expecting much in the way of severe weather in general. But we could see some hail and some damaging wind gusts with some of the stronger storms through the afternoon and then more so into the overnight hours. So again, by the noon hour, we've got some isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly on the Missouri side initially. And again, some of those could be strong, low-grade severe. Isolated to widely scattered showers and storms through the evening. And then by about 8 o'clock, take a look in southeast Kansas. Now we've got more thunderstorm activity going. We've got more organized and a little bit more widespread thunderstorm activity out there as well. And take a look, by 11 o'clock, a lot more of it going on. This is where our better window, if we're going to see any strong or low-grade severe thunderstorms, the better window so far looks to be overnight tonight. So by 11, we've got more thunderstorms, and we get this complex pushing off to the south and east. So by 2 a.m., down into Joplin, Miami, Anderson, heading toward Bentonville, and by about 5 a.m., we're left with just a few isolated showers out there, maybe some moderate rain in our southeastern counties. And then as we head a little later into the morning and by noon, we got a few clouds, and otherwise we are dry, and that's going to kick off a pretty nice warm spell for us and a dry spell as well. We've needed the rain. We have needed it for so long. Unfortunately, we're still getting a little too much of it out there. 67 in Joplin right now. South breeze at 7. It is cloudy. It will be cloudy for a good portion of the day. Some peaks of sunshine. Temperatures mid-upper 60s. Save Stockton still sitting at 70 as the warm spot. As we get our morning started, again, isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. A strong storm or two possible, so we'll keep an eye on it for you. We'll be about 73 by 11 o'clock this morning. That is a quick check of your forecast. We'll have another full look at your forecast, including the 10-day here in just a moment. And when we make the switch over to Fox 14 at 7 a.m., the countdown to the Paris Olympics is on. We're going to hear how this year's organizers set the bar high with a climate control goal. Here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door.
The Joplin City Council last night gave preliminary approval to a tax exemption agreement for the newly proposed Woodsonia development. The $375 million mixed-use land development project will be located near Home Depot. The TIF proposition would have to pass second and third readings to get final approval. Authorities in Newton County are investigating a weekend murder-suicide. They say 62-year-old William Clanton called the police Saturday night to report that he had shot his wife several times and he threatened to shoot himself. When authorities arrived, they found 65-year-old Vicki Clanton dead by gunshot wounds and her husband dead by a single gunshot. The city of Fort Scott, Kansas is requesting information regarding an announced baseball team called the Fort Scott Marshals. Last week, a press release announced the creation of the Fort Scott Marshals, who would play in the Central Plains Baseball League. But city officials say they were not aware of the announcement and have not signed on. A man who says he is on the board of directors for the league says they put out the releases to draw attention to the league, but still have more work to do. He says the first games will be in May of 2025. And that's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door.
Some scattered thunderstorms across the area as we head into the afternoon. A strong or low-grade severe thunderstorm is possible. Highs today similar to yesterday, upper 70s and low 80s. Thunderstorms isolated to widely scattered initially, and then by about 8, we're going to see them increase in coverage, and we'll see more thunderstorms as we go overnight tonight back into the upper 60s. Tonight is going to be our better opportunity for a strong or low-grade severe thunderstorm. A few lingering showers by tomorrow morning, then we'll clear out and warm up mid-80s, mid to upper 80s Thursday and Friday. Still dry on Saturday, and then more thunderstorm chances next Sunday, Monday, possibly even into Tuesday.
Alrighty, thanks, Chris. Well, coming up today at noon, we're making the ultimate tuna melt in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
And your morning news continues on KOAM with CBS Mornings. Ahead on CBS Mornings, with the summer heat coming, a warning for parents about leaving your kids in the back seat of your car. Newer vehicles have reminders, but some say it isn't enough.
Or you can switch on over with us on Fox 14, where your only local morning news continues. This morning, Jasmine Kyle from the SEK Humane Society joins us in the studio with another four-legged friend.
Plus, Charlene Patton in the studio to teach us another amazing recipe. However, that is going to wrap it up for us for now. We will be back here tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.
And we'll see you today at noon.